Inflation, the cost of groceries, and housing continue to be leading concerns for many Canadians struggling to pay their bills.
A new survey finds 82% of those asked worry about inflation, and 44% expect their finances to be worse in the years ahead. Here's Pat Foran and Consumer Alert. Pat.
Thanks, Nathan and Michelle. The survey by TransUnion found 1 in 4 people say they might not be able to pay all their bills in 2025. More consumers also don't expect their income to increase, so they plan to take on more debt in the year ahead. The cost of housing, groceries, and just about everything else has gone up over the past few years. It seems everyone is doing what they can to avoid digging themselves further into debt.
Anything to avoid it, but we have an 18-year-old car, so we'll see what happens.
Credit card debts, it's going up all the time, that's coming down.
I think a lot of it comes down to is the opportunity that you have and the chances you have to be able to save money.
I was telling my family maybe it's time for us to find somewhere else to go because it's too expensive to live here in Toronto.
The consumer debt survey by TransUnion found 1 in 5 Canadians plan to take on more debt in 2025. 43% plan to apply for a new credit card. High housing prices remain a concern for 57% of those asked, and 15% are considering refinancing their property.
There's certainly a segment of Canadians that are using credit to substitute for cash flow where maybe cost of debt is high.
Credit counseling services say many are taking on more debt as they struggle with the high cost of living.
It is really concerning to us to see the number of Canadians who feel forced to apply for new cards or get an increase in the limit on their line of credit.
Bruce Sellery with Credit Canada says last month was one of the largest increases in a decade of consumers reaching out for help.
In the month of December alone, we saw a 65% increase in the number of people who do what's called a debt consolidation program.
The survey also found consumers are doing what they can to save money by trying to reduce spending, build up savings, and pay down debt. TransUnion says political uncertainty could also affect finances for many in 2025.
What's going to happen with the tariff situation, which might impact certain industries and certain regions in Canada.
And if you're finding it difficult to pay your bills and are taking on more debt, you may want to speak with a credit counseling service. It's free, confidential, and they could let you know your options to help you manage your money. On your side, I'm Pat Foran.
If you have a consumer story idea, email us at alert@ctv.ca.